Hi, my name is May, and today I'll be talking about the Dalai Lama and his quest for peace as well as Tibet's independence. And just a little bit of background information on Tibet. It was once a great Buddhist empire where Tibetan Buddhist monks used to practice their religion freely. Their capital city is located in a valley of the Himalayas, and that's where the Dalai Lama resided until Chinese occupation in 1959. And because the nation lies along the Himalayas, it's one of the main reasons why China was attracted to gaining that territory, since it would provide protection from invasion. And ever since Chinese occupation, Tibet is no longer viewed as an independent nation. So this is the 14th Dalai Lama. His name is Tenzin Gyatso, and he's Tibet's political and religious leader. He strives to protect them from China's imperialism and also encourages world peace and harmony. He was chosen by high priests at age 2 as the reincarnation of Buddha. And in the late 1940s, China threatened Tibet with imperialism, and during the 1950s, the Dalai Lama began meeting with Chinese officials to negotiate the conditions of Tibet, but without any luck. Chinese occupation and threats led to his exile in 1959, and now he's a refugee in Dharamsala, India, where he has set up a constitution and government for Tibet there, and also has produced institutions that preserve their culture and heritage. The Dalai Lama has always said that he has 3 commitments in life, and those 3 commitments are to promote human values, religious harmony and peace, and also to speak as the Tibetan political representative in their struggle for justice. One of the accomplishments that he has achieved was in 1987, where he proposed his 5-point peace plan, which designates Tibet as a peace zone and where human rights and democratic freedoms are restored, and also to stop the use of nuclear weapons production there. So initially, the United States responded to appeals made by the Tibetan government with rejection of military aid and also neglected to acknowledge Tibet as an independent nation. The United States later became slightly involved when it began its policy to contain communist China. It was then that they persuaded the Dalai Lama to flee into exile and offered him and his officials refuge in the United States. Then for the years following his exile, the United States had involved itself in the issue on again and off again until the 1980s. And in 1987, a bill was adopted by Congress that condemned human rights abuses in Tibet and also urged China to establish a constructive dialogue with the Dalai Lama. And it also instructed the United States to express sympathy for Tibet. And due to this support, public broadcasts of the Dalai Lama's activities were displayed on televisions worldwide and had reached many Chinese citizens who were unaware of the issue and who believed that their government was pursuing a moderate policy in Tibet. So in 1993, President Clinton had signed an executive order that protects Tibet's religious heritage and culture by forcing China to maintain its announcement that it will improve its relations with Tibet and respect its culture. But even though the United States is supporting the Dalai Lama and Tibet's independence, their stance remains unchanged regarding whether or not Tibet is viewed as an independent nation. So right now, the United States still views Tibet as an occupied nation of China. And the Dalai Lama is still trying to find a diplomatic and peaceful solution to the matter. So it's taken over a half a century thus far to try to reach a conclusion. And the Dalai Lama has stated that he will spend his entire lifetime trying to come up with a diplomatic resolution to the matter. And he wants to make sure that it stays peaceful. So it might take a long time and it's going to be a slow process, but hopefully the United States will continue supporting the Dalai Lama, and hopefully that support worldwide will eventually lead to success. My works cited. Thank you.